Hello friends, you're watching English with D, the channel with no jargon, only useful information. This video is an addition to our series of IELTS reading tricks that help you to manage time and attempt all questions within 1 hour. Today's lesson is very important because today we are going to learn how to attempt fill in the blanks without reading the passage when options are given with the blanks. We will illustrate this technique with 2 live examples that we will solve in this video. If you can master this technique, then we guarantee you that your time management problem will be solved forever. In order to apply this technique, you just need to observe 2 things in the passage. First is the title of the passage to get an idea what the passage is all about, and second is 2 to 3 words before the blank and 2 to 3 words after the blank. These keywords will give you an idea what kind of word should come in the blank, whether it should be a noun or a verb, that is some activity, or an adjective, that is some sort of quality. This step is very important to attempt questions without reading the passage. And at last, when you have learned the technique, you will get a practice test to try this technique. Make sure that you attempt the test and submit your answers in the comment section of the video. Before we begin, if you are a new viewer, then subscribe to our channel and regularly get such useful information. This is the first example we are going to solve today. You can see in the box at the bottom, the options are given from which we have to choose our answers. Now have a good look at the title of the passage. It is clearly talking about watching less TV and how that relates to less violence or aggression. Keep this theme in mind while answering the questions. So let's get started. Now look at the first blank. The clue here is the word less. Less here would be associated with the quality or an activity which children are doing. So we look for words that define an activity or an adjective. Since the title itself suggests that it is about watching less TV, hence we can safely assume that its answer is watched TV. Clue for blank 15 is word behave, which tells us that the answer should be some kind of behavior. So look for word in the options that define some kind of behavior and fits the title of the passage. There is only one word that meets these 2 conditions, and that is violently. So write this as the answer. Now for question 16, the clue is word lasted. This word means a duration for which something has happened. So look for options that define duration. There are only 2 words for duration, 18 days and 6 months. You can easily locate the answer by looking for word California, where this study happened, and the answer there is 6 months. Moving to blank 17. Look at the words children's and reported. These 2 words tell us that the answer should be someone related to children who can report something of their behavior. There are only 2 options that meet this condition, teachers and parents. Now since we are talking about watching TV, an activity that is done at home, so we can assume that here we are talking about parents only. So write parents as the answer. Now moving to blank 18. Here the keywords are kept a record of and watched TV. If you are keeping a record of something, then generally it is something which can be counted or some kind of data in numbers, which is related to watching TV. So, among all the options, only number of hours fit the description that children recorded for how many hours they watched TV. For blank 19, the sentence starts with then for 10 days. Here, then gives a sense that now they switch to an activity opposite to what children were doing in the previous sentence. In the previous sentence, children were watching TV, so now the answer would be opposite to that, means not watching TV. Hence, our answer should be avoided TV. In the last blank, students are making a suggestion related to watching TV. Only three options can fit this sentence, and those are favorite programs, non-violent programs, and less TV. Since the title is talking about less TV, so we can safely assume that less TV is the answer. Now we have our answers ready, and remember, we did all this without reading the passage. Impressive, isn't it? Now let's move to the second example. This is our second example, and again you can see we have the options with us. Now the title is Allergy Testing. So we know that the passage is about allergies and things related to allergies. For example, their causes, their symptoms, how to test or diagnose it, and how to cure it. Now let's start solving the blanks. In blank 8, causes of allergy are discussed and two are already mentioned. Those are touching and breathing. Now to continue this sentence, we have to find another cause from the options. Only two words can be described as cause of allergy: eating and smelling. And we all know that eating is the more common cause of allergy than smelling. So we write eating as our answer here. For blank 9, your general knowledge should be good because it is a common knowledge that substances that cause allergy are called allergens. In blank 10, the clue is words coughing or itching. We know coughing or itching are generally described as symptoms or effect of any disease. So, we have to look for synonyms of symptom or effect, and we know signs is the synonym of symptom. So, we write signs as our answer here. In blank 11, we are talking about things or organisms that cause allergy. So the answer should be another thing or organism that causes allergy. And we all know that it is very common to have an allergic reaction to medicines. And this is the only word that fits as a cause as well. Remember, we cannot use eating as a cause here because food is already mentioned. Now, for blank 12, the key word is known as. Whenever this word is used, that means we are talking about a particular term and not a general term. In the options, there are only two words which can be described as particular terms. Those are antihistamine and anaphylaxis. The sentence is talking about a term that describes severe allergic reaction. Now, antihistamine sounds more like a medicine. For example, antibiotic or antiviral. So the other option, that is anaphylaxis, should be our answer here. Now moving to blank 13. Here we are talking about tests and source of allergy, which is a disease. And we know that tests are done to find the source or cause of a disease. So we should look for synonym of find, which is identify. Hence it's our answer. In blank 14, we are talking about ways to treat allergy. The first one is given, and that is take medicine. Now after the blank, we are talking about substances that cause allergy. Obviously we cannot take those substances because these are causing allergy. Now you tell me something. If something or someone is causing you trouble, then what do? Yes, you guessed it right. You avoid that thing or person. Hence, our answer is avoiding. And we have our answers with us. Again, we solved all the blanks and we did all this without reading a single line from the passage. You should learn and apply this technique if you want to manage time in reading and attempt all 40 questions. Now let's have a look at practice exercise that you must attempt and submit your answers in the comment section so that we can check your answers and remove your doubts about any question. We have highlighted the keywords for you that should give you an idea about what should be the answer for each blank. I know you guys love this video, so if you are a new viewer, then please subscribe to our channel and look for more such amazing stuff on how to get high bands in IELTS.